All right, people. Reason why you're seeing a white screen right now is because I wanted to surprise my daughters with today's Black History show because this is Black History Month. And bam, that's what we're talking about. Black chefs who make the food taste good. Famous black chefs in history of time. But before we do any of that, I have to intro the show like we have introed the show for the past year and a half. We do it by uncovering the banner and then yelling out, unmuted, by the way, unmuted. We have to unmute. There we go. And then I just simply do this. I hit the button and I go, "This is Daddy."
And the girls. And our special guest.
Oh my.
Hello, everybody. Special guest.
And I can't get my fingers right. My fingers aren't even. Hold on. Daddy.
Oh, that is very creepy. Why did you do that?
Daddy. What?
Why did you do that? That smile is scary. It kind of.
My smile is scary?
What? No, it's just that like
when you do it like that,
it's kind of like those YouTubers that have the weird thumbnails and they're just like
because it makes you pay attention. That's why I do it like that.
You know we have a different thumbnail, right?
Well, listen, I'll make sure that I put a new thumbnail up there, but that has nothing to do with anything right now. Because I'm excited. I am excited about today's show. I thought about my girls and I said, what kind of Black History show would my girls really enjoy? What would they really enjoy? And I said, all these wonderful things, contributions we made in Black history. What can we do that's fun and unique to the Spence girls? I thought about it. We love food. We're foodies. We love it. So I said, let me take you on a journey to the black chefs who make the food taste good.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
All right, because I got some good stuff here, man. I got some good boy, Jack. I got some good stuff. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you guys ready to go on the journey with me?
Yeah.
Cool sauce. All right, let's start at the top. So I'm going way back now, starting at the gate, way back. This is my guy, Hercules Posey. He was the cook for George Washington.
Wow.
I know, right?
This dude last week.
You did?
Yeah, man. So he lived from 1748 to 1812. And I don't have any pictures of his food because I just don't. It's not the way to do that. But I do have one of the things that came out about 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, and that's a book by Scholastic and written by Ramin Garshamum, something I can never pronounce the dude's name. He wrote a book called A Birthday Cake for George Washington by Ramin Garshamum. And it's all about Hercules Posey and his daughter. Oh. How about that? His daughter, who helped him bake a cake for George Washington. Now, we like to tell the complete truth on this show, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Sadly, the book has a lot of controversy because technically, Hercules Posey was a slave. And he worked. He was a slave that worked for George Washington, technically, but he is like one of the first black chefs ever. So he was that dude. Yeah, he was that guy. So, but they don't like, people don't like the book a lot because of the slave factory of it, and it almost looks like slavery was a good thing. But we obviously know it wasn't a good thing. But it's kind of a cute element because his daughter's there and he's trying to cook for George Washington. But anyway, but We give love to Hercules Posey.
We just
Yay!
We give love to Hercules Posey, regardless of the circumstances that he was in, as being one of the first chefs ever. So
we're going to pass the fact that there was slavery.
We're going to try to move past that and just allow. Not that we're moving past it, because I mean he was a slave, so I'm not going. George Washington don't get a pass.
No.
You know. So anyway, all right.
George Washington enforced like slaves.
Yeah, he had slaves. He was a jerk.
That was huge.
Father of our country was a jerk. He was a slave owner. All right. Let's go to the next one. Edna Lewis.
Wow.
Edna Lewis is considered to be the mother of Southern cuisine. So she.
Why did I say? Oh, sorry. Continue.
No, go ahead.
I said, why did I ask if she was still alive? I literally saw the date thing, and I'm just like,
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, listen, she lived a good life now. She lived 100 years, or almost 100 years.
Oh.
She lived 90 years. So she had a good run now. I can understand why you asked the question, because she had a really, really solid run. She was a chef. She was a teacher. She was an author. She was a seamstress. Huh?
She was a seamstress?
Yep, she was a seamstress on the side. She's done she did amazing things in her life. She's a Hall of Famer. She's considered, like I said, the mother to be like one of the mothers of Southern cuisine. And she had school. Now I do have pictures of her food. She had stuff like that. Yeah, like the oven brisket and shrimp and grits, and she made homemade biscuits.
Love all those things.
Well, not the shrimp and grits. I don't want shrimp in my grits. I don't want that.
I'm a shrimp in my grits. Like, that sounds cool.
You want shrimp and grits?
That's right.
Yeah.
You hear the peanut gallery in the back, your mother?
Commentary.
Yeah.
We all love it. It's just you.
Man,
Well, yes, it is probably just you, Dad.
I'm just saying.
well, that's cold-blooded right there.
Cool.
The whole thing just turned on me on a dime. Like, it was like, whatever, dude. Make them shrimps. All right, well, I may have to make y'all some shrimp and grits one time.
You want some
why
too?
not?
Don't forget about Baby Yoda.
I'm not making that dude anything.
How
About that. Oh, here's what's interesting. Here's what's very interesting. The anniversary of her passing is tomorrow.
Huh?
Yes. She passed officially on February 13th. So technically she didn't make it to 90.
Well, how do you like that?
February the 13th.
Well, that's the Super Bowl.
Then
I'm surprised that's the date that she.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's already.
I didn't know the Super Bowl was tomorrow. I forgot.
Yeah, she didn't know the Super Bowl. She's sorry she inconvenienced your Super Bowl.
No, that's not what I. Never mind.
No, tell us what you mean.
I guess I'm just surprised. I guess I just didn't know there was anyone who passed on this day, is what I'm saying.
I got news for you. People pass every day, all day, every day. So the dates, sometimes the dates are going to line up to be on accommodating dates. So that's just what it was. But don't stress about that. That's just a little fact that I brought up, and it's not that big of a deal. Let's keep moving. What about Barbara Ellen Smith? Now, here's what's interesting about her. Most people don't know her name is Barbara Ellen Smith. If you said her name, Barbara Ellen Smith, they'd be like, who are you talking about? But if you say supermodel or African-American model B. Smith, everybody knows who B. Smith is.
Oh.
She is the first African-American model to be featured on magazines like Mademoiselle. She is hugely famous. But on the backside of her life, she decided, shoot, I can cook too. So she became a celebrity chef.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So she made things. Now, here's one of the dishes that she made in her cookbook. I don't know if you guys would like this, though.
Oh, that is
black eyed pea and greens soup.
Sorry, but this is a hard pass for
That
me.
is lovely. Oh, that is just lovely.
You don't like black eyed peas, Hananiah.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, would you eat black eyed peas and green soup?
That sounds nasty.
Yeah, no,
It's not
but
nasty.
no.
Your mother's running.
Sorry,
around
Mom, but you're
off
on
with
roll with
somebody
that.
who- Yeah, I don't like it myself, but
I love greens, but not black eyed peas, and not certainly not in the soup.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
like
I
soup
don't like.
better.
I love. That's not true. You like pho?
No, I said soup. That's new. That's ramen, basically.
It's a type of soup.
Okay.
Phone
It's a
noodle,
Vietnam-
man.
It's like a Vietnamese soup.
Gotta put on my black hat. Hold on.
Oh my goodness. What are you doing?
Oh no.
Just 2 words for you: pre-production. Can you handle that in pre-production? All right.
Oh,
Listen. All right. Final old school chef that passed in 1998, was born in 1955 and passed in 1998, is Patrick Clark. Patrick is won the James Beard Foundation Award for Best Chef in the Mid-Atlantic region in 1994. Yeah, that's a big time award. He is credited for having been the first chef in New York City to mix fine dining and bistro at the Odin in Tribeca, which is in New York City. But one of the things also that is his claim to fame is that he was the executive chef at the Hay Adams Hotel. And he is wildly famous. I mean, everybody loves this guy. He's really one of the most famous chefs of all time. He has a dish that everybody really loves. It's a salmon roulade with leeks and gazpacho.
I don't think I've ever eaten this.
I have not either.
It's salmon, nice.
Yeah. So roulade is a dish cooked or served in the form of a roll. So that's why you see it cut in that roll type deal. And it's usually you do it with meat or sponge cakes or that kind of thing, or you can do a roulade fish or like a sushi roll is kind of like a roulade. Leeks. How can I describe leeks to you?
ew.
Leeks is
There's a leak in the boat.
no, not that kind of leek. A leek is like an onion.
Ew.
Yeah, it's like an onion. So
Like green onion, but like
yeah, like a green onion kind of thing. Yeah. And then let's see, gazpacho.
Isn't that a type of sauce?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Spanish style soup or a sauce. So this is like a Spanish style sauce with green onions and salmon. It looks good though. It looks good.
It might be interesting to try. Oh, the baby was asking earlier if we're related to this guy.
I don't know. That's something you have to ask mom. I don't know. Maybe
I mean, I would not eat his dish, but he looks like a nice person.
you wouldn't eat his dish. You wouldn't eat the salmon roulade.
Would
With
you like
leeks and
salmon?
I like salmon doesn't mean I like whatever that is.
Salmon roulade.
Roulade.
I don't know. It might be all right.
I don't know if I want to eat roulade. No, I don't know about that.
Well, first of all, let's call it roulade, and then maybe
Roulade.
that'll make you want to taste it or something. I don't know.
Are you saying?
All right.
You saying because it sounds expensive, I want to eat it?
No, I do know you won't. That's not a thing for you. So you're right. I know that's not going to work.
Exactly. It sounds rich, but it's disgusting.
I don't know if it's disgusting. Now, come
When
on.
you need seafood,
I would eat that though, because it's salmon. I love salmon.
caviar isn't salmon.
It's fish
That's
eggs.
not caviar. That's salmon.
Okay.
Lord.
right. So now the rest of the chefs that you'll be looking at are still currently living. So like this guy right here, G. Garvin.
I feel like I've seen him somewhere.
You have seen him somewhere. G. Garvin is all over your TV shows. He's on he was best known for a show he used to do called Turn Up the Heat, which ran for 7 seasons on TV One. And then he's been on G. Garvin's Road Trip. He does a whole lot of different
You on the Food Network?
Food Network shows. He's been a judge on there a lot. He was man of the year for he's just G. Garvin is very, 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 very popular. Yeah, his popularity is insane. People love his stuff. And he's creative too. He came up with this: the grass-fed ribeye nachos.
I'll eat it.
I don't think I've heard of this either.
As long as
But
there's not grass in it.
Huh?
As long
Well,
as there's not-
grass-fed just means that it's organic. It's like an organic type nacho. That's
Oh, then
all.
I'll eat it.
why
Huh?
not? It might be good.
As long as there's
Yeah.
no.
It doesn't have any. It doesn't. Grass-fed means it doesn't. It's not influenced by chemicals and all that kind of stuff.
Like most meat.
Like what?
Like most meat, because America is one of those countries that like experimenting on things just to see what'll happen.
Well, we like to
We're a crazy curious state, aren't we?
pump up our cows and pigs and chickens and with chemicals and stuff like that. So grass-fed means we haven't done that to that animal. It's just grass-fed. So, but I love nachos. So he had me at nachos.
You mean that was the last thing he said, Dad?
Huh?
That was the last word in the thing.
That was the last thing, right? Once he said grass-fed rib, well, he's got everything I like.
Yeah,
Rib, ribeye, which is steak, and nachos. That's all I need. I've
So
won.
Steak nachos?
Steak nachos. That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. You guys know who this is?
Yeah, the aggressive chef on that one on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Aggressive. She's not aggressive. She's
She is
just
Very aggressive.
intense. The great Naisha Arrington, who
She's-
some people know. She's a phenomenal chef, but right now her probably biggest claim to fame is that she's one of the judges on the show The Next Level Chef.
She's so angry, though. Like she's
She
angry.
comes from a multiracial family. She's actually African American and Korean.
Huh?
How's
Yes.
that?
She's African American and Korean.
Korea and snatch a Korean chick, or did the opposite happen?
Well, listen, she's not full Korean. She's not full Korean. Like her grandmother's Korean, her grandfather's black. I think she's probably more black than she is Korean. So,
Yeah.
but that's her right there. And her lovely dish that she's submitting today is an olive oil poached halibut with pickled oyster mushrooms and sun gold cherry tomatoes.
You lost me at
Oyster mushroom.
you lost me at halibut.
Y'all like, I thought y'all liked seafood. I thought y'all liked seafood.
Yeah, but that's mushrooms. Dad, you know I hate mushrooms.
I don't want it either.
I
but
probably eat it.
I'm not going to eat that.
we'll give that to Zaria and Mom.
I'd at least try it.
Thanks
though.
for taking one for the team, Zari.
Take one for the team. There you go.
There you go. Ugh.
All right.
Silly.
What about this lovely lady here? Mashama Bailey. Mashama Bailey.
Familiar.
She looks familiar to you. I don't know why you would know her, but she is a famous chef from Savannah, Georgia. She used to think the skills her mother and grandmother had were small and insignificant, but she grew up to realize that her ability to cook was her calling. And so she's a very, very impressive young lady. The name of her restaurant, I think, is called The Gray and the Gray or something like that. And she's submitting to us today blistered peppers with house-made ricotta and smoked chili pepper powder.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm not eating.
Well,
I think I would eat this because I like peppers. So you got me there. I like cheese. So you got me there. I'd at least try it. I don't know if I'd love it,
I
but I
think
would
this
try
is
it.
something I'd at least try once.
I'm gonna be picky
I would
and
try
I'm gonna say no.
Huh?
I'm gonna be picky and say no.
You've got to expand your palate, young lady.
If you don't expand your palate, you're not gonna get
You
anything.
sound like a whole
in this
nother person
life.
just now. Sound like,
Huh?
sound like a whole nother person just now.
You've got to expand your palate. Okay.
No.
Let's keep moving. Our next submission is by Timon Baloo. Timon Baloo.
He also looks familiar to me. I don't know.
Well, listen, he is Chinese and black.
He's
Chinese.
He's Blasian.
Well, he's Chinese and black with a little bit of Hawaiian and Samoan mixed in. So he's kind of got a whole lot of things happening all at
All
once.
the cards.
Okay, you never could have been able to tell with that.
And he's a little bit Trinidadian because his mom was like Chinese and Trinidadian. So he got a lot going on in himself, but he's a good dude. He's got a beautiful He's got restaurants in Miami, Brooklyn, Las Vegas. I mean, he's a very, very famous chef. And he's submitting today for us the waffle with crispy duck leg with a fried duck egg and mustard maple syrup.
Baby Yoda says he would eat
Mustard
it.
maple syrup?
I think I would eat this too. I gotta be honest with
I
you.
would eat it without the egg.
Maybe
Yeah, I
I
think-
can try this at least once.
If the egg were
with this
scrambled, then I'd
waffles.
eat it. Baby
Well, you
Yoda
got-
said he'd eat it.
listen to each other. Y'all talking over each other. I can't hear you both of you. Go ahead.
I probably tried at least once because I like waffles, but I've never eaten a duck before, so I don't know.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's breaking news going on right now. You like waffles now?
I don't know.
We're messing with Azaria a little bit because Azaria is always she is the waffle pancake battle in this house goes on all the time. So
All the time. And mostly because Zari doesn't like pancakes. Pancakes and waffles are basically the same thing. A pancake is, a waffle is basically a pancake with shape.
it's a
Why y'all always gotta pick on me when it comes to this sort of stuff?
You're just like,
because
I don't want to eat pancakes.
a waffle is just a bougie pancake.
Exactly.
Whatever. I still like waffles.
Still maybe
All right.
pancake mix.
I think I would try this. I've had duck fat and grease. And it's
You've
amazing.
eaten duck fat before?
Oh my God, yes. I've had a steak cooked in duck fat. It's amazing.
Remember
So,
that?
So
Yeah,
if the fat is good, the meat has to be even better. So I'm on board with this.
He said he'll eat it.
Of course he would.
Your mother's anti-duck. She doesn't want anything Daffy or otherwise.
Zari probably won't eat duck because of
Donald Daffy or otherwise. I'm eating it.
Well,
I'm gonna eat it.
I'm
So
gonna eat
all-
I'm probably gonna try it at least once.
with the waffle.
I am eating it.
Oh, no,
Damn.
come on now.
Zari said she's gonna eat the waffle.
Listen, it's okay.
I'm
I
astounded.
think you should eat the waffle.
Eat the waffles, Zari.
Eat the waffles, are you? Eat the waffle, girl.
You
Lord,
proudly eat
can
that
we go on to
waffle.
the next one?
You
Let's
eat
go on
that
to the next
waffle,
one.
girl.
How about this guy? Doesn't he look familiar? Oh, I forgot to give you. Hold on, I forgot to give. I skipped one. I'm sorry. Let's go to Preston Clark.
More
I don't want to skip Preston Clark. Give him his shot. His due.
I thought you said his shout out. Shout
Let me tell you about Preston Clark. Preston is where is Preston from? Preston is from Lure. He has a place called Lure Fish Bar, and it's in New York. He is the first black chef to actually win the James Beard Award. How about that?
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. He has cuisines at various restaurants from Aquavit to Jean George to Sammy Hager Steakhouse. But he loves to cook anything and everything. He cooks Thai, he cooks Greek, he cooks steak. He's just an all-around great chef. But today's submission, he's given us some sea bass with chanterelles and melted leeks with chive oil and lemon beurre fondue.
That actually looks very good.
I'll eat it, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you this, ladies. Sea bass is delicious.
I feel like I gotta wear a red
You've
dress.
eaten
to eat
sea
this.
bass before?
I have eaten sea bass, and it is fantastic.
I can't eat this unless I wear a red dress.
Why
Because
Why?
you can't. It's not. There's some foods you just can't eat with a t-shirt on because you're just kind of like.
I see what you're saying. You want to be fancy.
Ow.
I think that's probably a good idea. Why do you have cards
I was going to show you something.
right now, like in the middle of the presentation?
Dad, you didn't show us what the other chef had as a dish.
Yeah,
I did. Timon. Yeah, it was the waffle.
the waffle.
Ow. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's move forward. Marcus Samuelson. We know who that is, right?
Yeah.
Always a judge on Chopped or
Never heard of it.
Yeah, he's on every show. Like he's been on with Gordon Ramsay. I mean, he does a lot of different stuff, but he's one of the most
The Angry
he's
Man.
one of the most famous and successful chefs in the world, and he's a cookbook author.
He's black.
He's black. He is actually black. Yeah, he's a black man. Black man. And he's making a submission today. Simple submission by Marcus. He's giving us some elegant and elevated meatballs and gravy with a little rice, Spanish rice on the side.
Baby Yoda
We
said
really should try meatballs though.
I have had meatballs.
You've had meatballs. Maybe you should try meatballs.
Yeah. I had meatballs in my school. They were terrible. But
I can make some meatballs. I haven't made them before.
you've never made meatballs. I mean,
I've never made them here. You're right.
You bought them in like a frozen bag once. I remember that. But like,
why would you expose them?
Are you just outing me right now? You just outing me? I'm just playing. Sorry, I'm just playing. I did buy them in a frozen bag once.
I mean, they weren't. I'm sure yours could be.
Those weren't that good.
No, not really.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You can make a tradition.
I'm sure I can make better meatballs than that.
Oh, totally.
Traditional Italian dish.
You've done it with the lasagna. I can't see why you can't do like traditional meatballs.
There you go. All right, let's keep it moving. The next contestant, or Alexander Smalls. Mr. Smalls is an amazing chef in his own right. Now, here's what's interesting about Mr. Smalls. Are you ready for this?
Hi.
He's the only one on our list today who has won a Grammy and a Tony Award for being an opera singer.
What?
Yes. So he is an opera singer turned chef, right?
Interesting.
His style is more Afro-Asian American. He likes to cook in Afro-Asian American styles of cuisine. And he's got a little spot over in South Carolina. But he's submitting to us today crab and shrimp stew.
I would definitely eat that.
I don't even like crab or shrimp, and this looks amazing. I would try it.
I know.
It all depends on how you plate it. Anybody, like a kindergartner who hates vegetables, if you plate vegetables on a plate the right way, like in a fun shape, they will eat it.
Yeah, sometimes it's all about the presentation. Yeah.
He looks like he would be a very friendly grandfather.
That could take.
Right? He could be. He can sing.
Where did that come from?
He just has a grandfather-like face. He looks very gentle, and he looks like he would take good care of his family.
We were just talking about like how children presentation is key to a perfect meal, and you're saying this dude would be a nice grandpa, and we're just like,
To his grandkids, Naya. What did you think I was talking about?
I don't know, but you just brought this man becoming your grandpa or like some grandpa stuff. I don't know.
Well, both things could be true. Like he could be a great opera singer, great cook, make great presentation, and still be a great grandfather.
But to be honest, he does low-key look like a grandpa.
He looks like he would actually.
Thank you.
Grandpa, make us that crab and shrimp stew. No problem.
You know what? As I feel like that sounds.
Come on, give me credit.
Okay, it's stereotypical, but
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Don't even worry about it. All right, let's move to the next guy. What about my guy, Brian Terry? Brian Terry he calls himself a food justice activist. He's also a James Beard Award winner. His whole thing is to make sustainable foods so we'll make healthy choices. So what do you think his food is? It's all healthy based type food. So
is it something grass-fed again?
What?
Is it something grass-fed again?
Well, no, it's even more than that. It's like vegan type stuff, vegetarian or vegan. So yeah. So before you say no, hear him out. He's got an interesting submission today. He's submitting jerk tofu wrapped in collard greens.
that actually sounds good. I would eat it.
It actually sounds good. I don't know about the tofu part. I don't know if I want that.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of hesitant on this one.
I'm sorry.
But greens cooked in tofu. Greens cooked in jerk sauce. That could be nice.
Yes, but I don't know about the tofu part.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's throwing me off. It looks good though.
I
I think it looks okay.
the photo you showed us for his introduction. He
looked surprised, like, "Oh my God, you caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting
Yeah.
that."
like
I guess it does kind of look like he's caught off guard.
Yeah. All right, our final contestant today is actually near and dear to my heart. I am a fan of hers. I think she just has a sweet, sweet disposition, a Southern charm, if you will, which is why she comes from Nashville. And she's one of the hosts of The Chew, and she's also one of the judges on the show Top Chef. Her name is Carla Hall. Her biggest thing is blending her European training of cooking and French techniques with her old school Southern techniques, soul food techniques. So today she is submitting to us the lovely oxtails.
Oh, that's good. I would eat that.
And that just looks amazing. I gotta tell you.
Doesn't
that look delicious?
Yeah.
It looks very delicious, Dad, but I am very mad.
Why are you mad?
What's that?
Because you forgot the world's greatest black chef on this list.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I was gonna say that you forgot two other great black chefs, Dad.
Oh.
Okay. Who are
You, Mom, and your mom.
You are correct.
Oh, wow, that's a good point, Mom.
You are correct. My mom is probably,
Oh, Lord.
in my humble opinion, my mom was one of the greatest chefs I've ever known. She could cook anything. So I appreciate you. Wow, you caught me off guard with that one, kid. I'm not emotional. You're emotional. That was good. That was really good. But yes, my mom was an amazing chef, and she taught me everything she knew. And so if you enjoy anything that I've ever cooked for you, you can thank my mom for that. And then your mom, right? You're right. Your mom is an amazing cook as well. I have said time and time again, your mother makes the greatest mashed potatoes I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Would you all agree? I mean, would you all agree with that?
Garlic mashed potato.
And I'm talking about, we've gone to restaurants. I've gone to 5-star fine dining. I've gone to many, many places.
You went to a 5-star restaurant before?
Yes, man, your mom be getting out there. We out in these streets.
I can see that now.
Yeah. So yeah, but no mashed potatoes ever been better than your mom. So she's
Let's face it, Dad, you're an incredible cook. You always try your best at whatever technique you need to do.
Well, thank you very much. So you've seen all of our chef contestants today, and you've learned the history of who makes the food taste good. Which one dish would you say is your favorite? That's the question. Is it Edna Lewis?
Shrimp grits.
Is it B. Smith?
Shrimp and grits.
Is it Patrick Clark?
Shrimp and
Is
grits.
it the Nachos from G. Garvin? Is it Nia Arrington?
What?
Is it Mashama Bailey?
Shrimp and grits.
Simone Balu. Well, you want to see all of them first night. Preston Clark. The meatballs and gravy from Marcus Samuelson.
Why do you put meatballs on gravy?
Well, it's easy. You just pour the gravy over the meatballs. Crab and shrimp stew from Mr. Alexander Smalls, aka Mr. Grandpa. Is it the jerk tofu wrapped in collard greens from Brian Terry, or our final submission, the oxtails from Carla Hall?
Shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits for you. No moving at all. Didn't even hesitate.
Baby Yoda says,
that is an inanimate object.
He says, don't tell him that. He chooses oxtail.
I think mine might be the oxtails. The oxtails looked amazing, man.
You two are bonding.
Yeah, that oxtails looked incredible. I feel like I would be so happy with those oxtails. Jesus.
Considering I've had ox before.
I definitely know one I want to try.
What's that?
The crab and shrimp stew.
The crab and shrimp stew.
It looks so pretty.
It's good. Looks good. It looks really good. All right.
Trying crab legs for the first time last year. I definitely want to try more crab and shrimp related dishes.
Okay. I see what you're doing, Zaria.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Oh, thank you, Mommy. Thank you, Mommy. She's a sweetheart. And yes, that is really the tail of an ox.
Why is it so short?
Yeah, why?
That is a question that you'll have to take up with God. I have no idea.
God just said. No, I bet God was talking to an angel, just making an ox like, oh yeah, and I was.
Yeah, just check with God. He's got answers. Got answers that I don't have. I have no idea why the tail of an ox is so short.
Actually, I mean, I guess it would be creepier if they had longer tails. So.
Well, they don't need a longer tail.
Really, I mean.
They don't need a longer tail. Okay, so tell me, guys, what was your? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was fun.
So we've got a couple more weeks left of Black History Month.
Yeah.
And
Over.
Why did it end so quickly?
I know, right?
Oh, I can't believe the month's almost over.
But I mean, yeah.
But we're having fun though, and we're learning a lot of wonderful things. So that's that's all that really matters, that we're enjoying ourselves. See, you got me, you over here got me in my feelings right now, Naya. You got me, you caught me off guard with your submission of me as one of the chefs that would participate in this. So I feel like I have to show one of my dishes.
You should.
Oh, definitely. Let the noisemakers know.
I mean, I got the seafood bowl. I could show that.
Yes, do that. That was awesome. It even tastes
seafood bowl.
Yes. It was one of your masterpieces. Go ahead.
Masterpiece.
Let me pull it up.
Yoda says he wants to see the seafood boil.
You know what, Yoda? You know what, buddy? Okay. I'm sorry, that escalated quickly. I didn't see that coming.
You said,
you know what, Yoda? You know what?
covers ears.
I know.
Not hard to cover his ears. You just gotta.
All right, here's Daddy's dish. Let's see if that right things.
Nice.
It's beautiful.
You may not have invented it, but it was awesome.
It did turn out really well. It's
yes.
a lot of food though. That's for doggone sure.
It lasted us 3 weeks.
Totally.
Actually, maybe more. Last time it lasted us a month.
Actually, it had to be like 5 weeks or so.
What? I don't think it was 5 weeks. You're gonna have people thinking that I'm trying to kill you guys. Your mom said show the far. I like taking risks with the food. I like trying new foods and
like when you cooked pasta in a frying pan.
Yeah, pan-seared spaghetti.
Yeah.
Well, that was different. That was just me, reaching into my creative bag to see what I could do.
You still did good.
You also made Salisbury steak with gravy that one time.
I do like a good Salisbury steak.
That was my favorite, personally. We called it the Naya.
That is the Naya, isn't it? Yes.
It is.
And you made moms into the burger called the Kenyatta.
And
I love that you guys are becoming chefs as well.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, my famous pepperoni and grilled cheese sandwich.
It's a pretty nice thing. I gotta be honest with you.
Delicious.
I forgot about this one. You guys remember the Toscana soup we made?
Yeah.
A homemade Toscana soup that we made?
Yeah.
That turned out really good. I don't see the pho, Mama. Unless you can send it to my.
It should be on Facebook if I'm not mistaken.
You mean the pho?
It's pho.
Turn down for what?
What is happening right now?
What are
You're so distracted. We have to bring this show to a close because you are clearly distracted right now.
What? I was just talking to Baby Yoda. That is not what was happening.
Oh,
That's
brother.
All right, you got. While I'm looking for the Toscana and the pho, you guys got any shout outs that you want to give? I got one shout out.
Oh,
It's not really a shout out. It's more of a sending our love, thoughts, and prayers to your godmother Azaria, who lost a very, 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 very dear friend. The lovely, beautiful Miss Vonda, and she's this wonderful woman, and I don't know if you remember all of the wonderful things that she did for you as a little girl, but she was really one of your biggest fans, and
really?
She really loves you to pieces, and so I'm saddened that she is no longer with us. But I know that God has her in his hands and is taking care of her and welcoming her into her next life. So just wanted to send her some thoughts and prayers. All right.
Yeah, I love you, Godmommy, and I hope and I'm sending you big hugs. If I were there with you, I definitely would console you as much as I could.
That's because that's what you do.
Shout out to
Okay. What you got shout out for?
Shout out to Mickey.
Shout out to Mickey and
yes,
just
mother.
being cool. They are so cool. All right. All right. Well, I guess that's all we got, people.
Wait, I have something, some advice that I think everyone here who likes to cook should use.
Really?
What is it?
Cooking is an art. Sometimes you can't fully appreciate it if you just look at it by yourself. Sometimes you have to eat with other people to fully understand the true art that you have made. And that is the joy of cooking.
So let the food bring you to the experience of being around others. I like it, Naya. That is really solid advice. And Mom is not going to let me out of this thing without showing y'all the pho. So there's the pho.
Yeah, there it is.
It's a my lovey makes
let the noisemakers know. Very good.
Thank you, guys. You guys are so kind with your words. Thank you very much. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed today's show. I'm glad the noisemakers enjoyed today's show. Please like, follow, and subscribe to our Facebook and our YouTube page. Show us some love. And if you want to send us some stars, we ain't going to reject those stars, okay? We are not going to reject your stars. All right? Okay? So you got stars out there in these streets, send some stars. We love stars over here. Okay? Okay. All right. Okay. If all minds and hearts are clear, we will see y'all next week on Daddy
and the Girls.
Bye-bye.